Odysseyers! Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me, be part of the channel. Guys, don't forget to join us tomorrow night on Mike in the Night. Episode 408. It's going to be really good. Anyways, so I got an email, several emails, messages, Instagram messages, all kinds of messages from people from everywhere talking about what was happening with the RBC. I don't know if you guys know, but Royal Bank of Canada apparently is not approving mortgages or approving loans or mortgages for conservative families or people of conservative nature. So I don't doubt that's true because everything is against conservatism. Now, it happened to me, and it wasn't with RBC, it was with other banks. Well, one of them was RBC, my regular branch. So I wanted to buy a building here in town for my store. I wanted to own my own building. So we put an agreement down. We went back and forth. They approved the deal at a price. So I needed about $30,000 cash to close the deal. 30 grand is all I needed. I went to all the banks, and they all turned me down, right? And that's to buy a building. And I had the money, 30 grand. So basically, if I didn't pay them, they could keep the building, keep the money I was going to put down, and keep the interest in the payments I made, but they wouldn't do it. I even told them if the $30,000, if you could do it on a 3-month plan, I could pay $10,200 or $10,300 a month. They wouldn't do it. I said we could do a 6-month, like I'll do this, and if you could just take the building away and the thing, they wouldn't touch me. This is early 2019. Now 2020, look what hit. I'm very grateful I never bought that building, right? So what I want to say to you guys is that conservatism is almost like a pariah or a disease for people that don't want to conserve a way of life, conserve a way of raising the family. That's why a lot of these big, like Planned Parenthood and all this stuff, No Child Left Alone, all that stuff, they're designed to divide and destroy families. That's what they're made for. That's what they're designed for. Now, they want to abolish the old way of life, the old country. See, my dad raised me a certain way. My dad raised me to not trust the government, period. I've never worked for the government. I've never done anything. I've paid my taxes to the government so he wouldn't come here and harass me. But I'm saying, like, conservatively, that was one of our morals, one of our pillars. Don't trust the government. And I've taught that to my children today. My children understand that there's you stay away, you private sector yourself, and if no one's going to hire you in the future, you start your own business. Okay, my kids are small, but they're learning because I'm passing down a way of life that I was, and I wanted to give my children roots, a place they could call home, and they have that now. Conservatively, that's what I want for my family, to create a nice, strong foundation of a childhood. Conservatively, I like to conserve my religion. I'm Roman Catholic, I'm Catholic. And conservatively, I like to go to church. I like to, hear the word, so to say, right? Conservatively, I like to take care of my property. I like to renovate and make things look nice. These are the conservative motions or conservative teachings or conservative ways I was taught growing up. And I conservatively pass them on to preserve our way of life, upbringing, respect, manners, right? Respecting our elders, being good to one another. The whole 9 yards, okay? Now, for a bank to say we're not going to support or to claim, this is a claim, they're claiming that banks are turning down mortgages or turning down financing for conservative people. Is that true? Why not? Everything is against conservatism. Everything is designed to destroy the family from the home. Everything is designed to divide the family from the home. The science is destroying the family from the home. The big pharma is destroying the family from the home. The government, municipal, provincial, state governors, whatever, majority of them, not all, but a majority are designed to destroy the way of conservatism. And that's the way we're not conserving. We're not conserving the way we, maintain our cities, maintain the homelessness. We're no longer conserving that as a society. The society is not conserving and protecting the families of opioids, because we would close it down at the border, so the opioids and fentanyl wouldn't be coming in from China. That would have been fixed a long time ago. If they conservatively protected our way of life, they wouldn't have lowered interest rates to these astronomical lows, so people could get in with the money launderers. The locals here could get in with the money launderers, so they could pay $1 million for a house to tear down. So conservatively, nothing's being upheld, nothing is being protected. Our laws are being used against us, right? So what are we conserving, right? I'm conserving, and that's what I did the video yesterday for you guys. I'm living in my own little world. I'm watching The Sopranos. I go home, we watch 2 movies. We watched that Mouse movie. I watched it with my kids, where the guy wanted to renovate some sort of a house, and then this mouse was giving them a hard time. Watched it with the kids. They loved it. I think it was ratosis or catching the rat or something, whatever. But anyways, kids loved it. Then after, kids went to sleep, put them to bed. I watched the movie Fear with Mark or Donnie Wahlberg. Or is it Donnie or Mark Wahlberg? With the wife. She loved it. Everybody's all freaking out there. We're watching movies. Tonight, I don't know what we're going to watch, but we're going to watch something good. Maybe we'll watch The Bounty with Mel Gibson or something. So, I'm keeping myself in my little world, keeping myself tamed, and not participating, because I choose to conserve my way of life. I choose to conserve and raise my family the way I choose to, not the way the government should tell me to. I conservatively go to my church and sing in the choir if I have to. I want to conserve that way, and I will never let that go until my dying breath. So, I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, so you guys understand, what are we conserving? Tell me in the comments below exactly what do you want to conserve? What do you want to protect? What do you want to hold on to and pass down? I spoke to a lot of, over the last 10 years. I'm 43 now. So back in my early 30s, I spoke to a lot of women that were really broken because they didn't conservatively start a family at a younger age. A lot. They chose the career forward only path, independent, don't need no one in my life. So what happens is they're not conserving the ways of the 20s or 30s or the 1940s. It's not being conserved. It's being changed, right? It's being, and a lot of, I'm not talking about some women like it and they live their lives, alone or not, they don't start a family and stuff, which is fine. But there's the ones, a good poor percentage of women that really feel down about it, that really feel down. I got an email 2 weeks ago from a lady that said, man, I watched one of your videos from 2016 where you were talking about how it was a video about how women choose men to impress their friends, not their parents, type of thing. And it's because conservative values and morals weren't passed down at the household, passed down at ground zero at home. Ground zero is home. If my kids start to be disrespectful or doing certain things, it's because at home they're not getting the proper education or the proper learning mannerisms or not. See, you see what I'm saying? So it all comes from home, and that's what they've been trying to break apart. They've been, not only did they 2019, we were on a year towards prosperity. It was the year of the protest. Everything was pretty much coming to, governments were shaking in their boots. 40% of the known world was 40% of the world was protesting in 2019. We had a good chunk of Europe, and we had a good chunk of Hong Kong, and then we had Libya, Israel, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, even Canada. They were up in protest because people had enough. Enough is enough. They kept lowering interest rates, creating artificial bubbles, and people can't pay these debts back. They turn around, boom, everything gets shut down from a mysterious virus that appears out of nowhere, which they can't even prove the existence of today. So that's what I want to say to you guys. I want to let you guys know that I love you very much. It is the new year. 2022 is going to be good. We're 12 weeks out. We got 12 weeks to go, folks. So it's 12 weeks till spring. And I'm counting the days, guys, because just it's very cold. It's minus 26 today. And it's something that, I'm concerned about. We can't control the weather unless they control it. Conservatively, they shouldn't be controlling the weather. Conservatively, they should be looking out for their own citizens. Conservatively, they should be leaving alone the Catholics or leaving alone Christianity. Conservatively, they should be, there's a lot of conservativelies, but they are no longer about protecting our ways. Lots of love, guys. Be good. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.